firsthand what it's like to have a normal pregnancy but end up with a child with cerebral palsy. Ours was a case of medical malpractice due to doctor error. Unfortunately, this is still happening. Up next, here's a story of Rachel and her grandson Jacob.
Well, when I found out, when she called me, she told me that he had stopped breathing. I just started praying and crying and talking to the Lord. And the Holy Spirit fell on me, and I was talking in tongues to the Lord. And then when they finally said I could come up to the hospital, me and my mom got in a car, and we went straight to the Gainesville Hospital.
We started seeing long periods of time where his heart rate was decreased, showing that it wasn't going well, that he needed help. And at first, the nurses and the midwife responded appropriately. But the problem is that those things didn't work. And when they don't work, you go to the next step, which is you call the doctor in. You call somebody who can deliver the baby, because at that point, the midwife couldn't deliver him. He needed a C-section.
At the court cases, when I realized how bad it was with Jacob, that this could have been prevented early on before she even really started having hard labor. I can't put words to things that Jerry done. I mean, he was really good in handling this court case, he really was. When he was talking to the jury about how do you want your child to be treated, and he's throwing these books down, I mean, he's got his whole heart into that when he's fighting for these kids that are done wrong through them not paying attention to the most fragile thing in the world, and that's God's new life coming into this world. And I admire him for standing up, taking a case, just no money up front. The whole law firm for getting up and doing that, and willing to do that for another little Jacob out there somewhere in this world. And I thank God for him.
I think what led to the verdict was the jury's realization during the trial that the hospital knew that they had made a mistake, and they were trying to cover it up, that they wouldn't admit it. And I think the jury picked up on that.
But when they come back and they said in favor of Jacob Bailey, $8.4 million, I just jumped up and shouted and cried and thanked them for all that they done, and thank God for balancing the scales in Jacob's life. Money can't replace what they took away, but it can give him the things he needs to have a better quality of life.
In a case, a lawsuit like Jakobs, we are asking the jury to enforce the standard of care, to hold them accountable, with the expectation that if they're held accountable, they'll change. They will fix what went wrong in this case so that it doesn't happen again.
Well, he's got a van that has a ramp that comes out. He's got a ramp to roll him up on. He needs all this. I mean, it's hard to pick him up sometimes. But as he gets bigger, he's gonna need more, you know, like lifts. It's like in his care plan for what Jerry and him fought for him for. He gets to get a house with a thing that goes on the ceilings, the tracks, to take him from room to room, to get him throughout his house. Well, he's my little man, and I thank God for him every day. Every day.